Mehak Sharma, 19, was found with a fatal neck wound at her home in Ash Tree Way, Croydon. Young Mehak Sharma was one of 11 victims murdered in Croydon in 2023. The court heard that Sahil Sharma stabbed Mehak Sharma repeatedly in the neck before dialing 999 and telling the operator, "I have killed my wife." During the call, he claimed that Mahek had been cheating on him and was therefore responsible for her death. The court heard that Mahek's claims were in fact untrue. Police officers attending the home on Ash Tree Way on October 29th last year found Mahek with catastrophic knife injuries. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Mahek, from a village in the Punjab, had moved to Britain on a student visa in November 2022. She had married Sahil Sharma in June of that same year. Sahil joined her in London in June 2023. Kingston Crown Court heard during Sharma's sentencing that he had mentally and physically abused Mahek throughout the course of their marriage. Prosecutor Julian Evans told the court, while he was still in India and Mahek was in the UK, Sahil would call her repeatedly and expect she answer each time. She would be admonished by her employers for being on the phone, while also being abused by her husband for not answering his calls. If Mahek was on the phone to her mother, Sahil would ask her to send screenshots to prove this. He became increasingly suspicious of her and accused her of lying about her whereabouts. Evans said things became physical when Sharma moved to Britain. On one occasion, the defendant twisted her arm, slapped her and smashed her phone. In September 2023, Mahek called her mother highly distressed and told her that Sahil had grabbed her neck, causing her to feel her veins. The court heard that Sharma had threatened he would kill her mother and siblings if Mahek reported him to the police, but records show that Mahek still called 999 on 3 occasions. On September 12, 2023, she told the operator the defendant had been torturing her, Evans said. She said this was mental, not physical. On October 22nd, she called 999 again and repeated that he was torturing her. She said he believed she was having an affair. On October 23rd, she said he was torturing her and had slapped her. She told the operator, "I do not need anything now, but if something wrong happens to me in future, I need people to know that he was responsible." In the background, the defendant could be heard saying, "What wrong thing could I do to you?" Mahek had also frequently called her mother, Madhu Bala, and said Sharma was harassing her. On 29th of October, there was extensive telephone contact between Mahek and her mother, Evans said. Madhu said that day her daughter was very scared, very distressed. It was the first time she had really cried to her mother. Before, she had said she feared it was a mistake marrying Sahil, but that she hoped things would get better. But now, she told her mother, Sahil is not going to become a better person. She told her mother this was the worst day of her life because of the taunting and harassment she had received the night before. He said she was the problem and accused her of having an affair. There was no truth whatsoever in these suspicions. The court heard that Mahek asked her mother if she could speak to Sharma's parents to arrange a way to reimburse them. Sharma's parents had financed Mahek's student visa, but she later said her family, who described themselves as poor, would have to pay it back if she and their son separated. While Mahek was at work on October 29, Sharma repeatedly texted and called her, but she did not respond. Evans said he told her, "God will punish you because you are cheating on me." In another text he said, "Come home and see what I can do to you." He continued in a series of messages, "Your lie has been caught now, sweetie." There were other texts, "Sweetie, the one you are with, I know who it is. Pick up the phone now and tell me, say you are a two-timer." Crown Prosecutor Evans said that Mahek asked her mother to keep the call running when she got home from work as she was scared. Ms. Bala heard Sharma ask, "Who are you talking to?" She asked him, "What is wrong with you today? Why are you torturing me continuously?" Ms. Bala then heard her daughter say, "Get away from me, let me pass." Then the call cut off. When Sharma called 999 at around 4:15 p.m, he told the operator he had murdered Mahek. He also repeated multiple times throughout the call that she had been cheating on him. He said that she was responsible for her own death, Evans said. "We reject entirely the defendant's claims that Mahek was having an affair. These were used to minimise his culpability and tarnish her honour." Evans also read out a victim impact statement on behalf of Mahek's mother. She said, "The person who did this to her was her husband, a man who should have protected her. The place he did this to her was her own home. home where she should have been safe. Wala described her daughter as a hard-working girl who loved education and wanted to travel the world, but he took these dreams from her. I am unable to eat since Mahek's death because Sahil murdered her when she was starving. She told me during our last phone call that there had been no food in the house and she was so hungry. She had bought food and was going to cook, but he murdered her before she could eat. She will forever be hungry, and therefore so will I. Sahil has not just murdered Mahek, I feel he has killed me too. Judge Sarah Pashke's KC sentencing told Sharma, you harassed Mahek from almost a year before her death. You subjected her to violence. You accused her of cheating on you, but your suspicions were the product of your own imagination. No blame or shame should be attached to Mahek. This was a heinous crime. While you have expressed remorse, this is tempered by you continuing to blame Mahek. You have attempted to distance yourself from your actions and minimise your culpability. Judge Plashke sentenced Sharma to a minimum of 14 years and 187 days in prison, after deducting the time already spent on remand. She said that he may never be released on parole, but if he is, he will spend the rest of his life on licence.